This is Coach Ryan with VG Sports, and now we're going to actually get into talking about some coverages. Now we're going to keep it a little simple so that we can make sure that you understand everything. We don't know what level of coach you are. We want to make sure that you have a good understanding of what you can expect as far as defensive coverages. All right, what I have here set up is just a base formation as far as offense. We have a regular I-form formation, tight end to the right side, which is your strong side. You have your flanker over here, split into the backside, and we have a two backfield formation. I have us set up in a regular 4-3 defense. Our will linebacker, which is the weak side, our middle linebacker, our strong linebacker. Again, we have two deep safeties and we have two corners. Now, when we're dealing with this particular coverage is cover zero. And I want to show you exactly what cover zero means. Cover zero is we're not going to have anybody in zone. So everybody is going to be manned up. So you have your corner manned up on the split end. We'll have our free safety. Matter of fact, I'm going to come back to him. We're going to have our corner on both sides manned up on both wide outside receivers. We're going to have our strong safety manned up on this tight end. All right? So we'll just draw down to him. And the free safety job is mainly you're going to play this running back going to whatever side. So if the running back actually leaks, let's just keep it simple. We're going to have the running back leaking to this side, and that free safety is going to pick him up. That's basically your cover zero. There's nobody playing in the back. So what a lot of teams or offenses identify this cover zero as meaning no safety high. There's no one high. There's nobody playing back. Everybody's manned up. So basically, everybody's accounted for. There's no help over the top. That's what they're saying by cover zero. Why would we actually run a cover zero? Well, if we run a cover zero, we're basically saying that we're going to have everybody manned up. You see, everybody's accounted for. All of the threats are accounted for on the offensive side of the ball. So what does that now leave us? That gives us the opportunity to create havoc, send pressure. All right, so we have our regular ends, and we're not really going to talk too much about the assignments, but a lot of teams in youth football call a four-man front and have their kids just line up. We're going to have our ends over the tackles. We're going to have our defensive tackles over the guards. That's not really how things are actually done in real football the higher you go. And it's all right for you to teach your kids the proper so-called techniques. All right, I'm not going to get into the actual numbering of the holes, but let's just talk about how they should be aligned. Your defensive ends, all right, on the back side or the weak side away from your tight end is going to play outside shoulder, all right? So we have our defensive end outside shoulder of this left tackle. We have our defensive tackle in the A gap to the left side, all right? He's going to shoot that gap and control that area. This middle linebacker now controls this gap, so we have, we have these gaps accounted for, all right? The defensive end shows contain over here, so everything is accounted for. We have our middle linebacker, all right? He's going to control this area, all right? This D tackle plays this gap, you see, and this end contains. So we can decide whatever we want to do here, all right? Because as far as personnel is concerned, everybody's accounted for on the offensive side of the ball. Everybody. Who can they send out that we don't have accounted for with someone? All right, at this current moment, there's no threats that we feel as though we have to have somebody playing over top. There's no area of the field that we feel as though this offense can beat us on. We feel as though we're in man-to-man and nobody on this team can beat us. So we're going to stay in this. Man all the way around, no zone covers, no backup, no over-the-top safeties. That's your cover zero. And with that, we want to add some type of press because this is normally a high-pressure defense. So we want to add press coverage because we're in man-to-man all around. We can run all types of stunts with our linebackers. We can run all types of twists. If we want to send this linebacker here, we can loop him around here, send this deep. However creative you want to get, that's totally up to you. But what you have to understand is this is a man-around defense. We need to play press cover just to make sure that we disrupt the timing of the routes of the offense, all right? And this allows us to blitz. Normally, we can bring 6 people because we have 4 in coverage, all right? We have our regular D-line. We can send whoever. Just pick any 6 that you want. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. we can send all 6 and he's just playing contain. We can run some type of stunts, whatever you want to do. So we have all of these options when running this particular defense with this particular coverage. So again, we want to make sure that we have press. We want to make sure that we can use any type of stunts that we want to use when running this. Normally, we can set up to 6 people when we're running a cover 0. And again, we can even send a free safety. Let's say they were to keep the back in. They just wanted to keep two guys in, 2 offensive players in. We can move down with our free safety, put him here, all right, and just shoot around. We have all these type of options because we're in a cover 0. We're just accounting for the minute they have out there. Everybody's manned up. We check off to make sure everybody's accounted for. And once everyone's accounted for, we then play games with our blitz package. We send whoever we want. So that's what you have. Those are the benefits you have in running a cover 0.